Hey there, I hope you are having a fantastic afternoon. It is a very warm, windy day. If you have stepped outside for even a brief second, you know that. It's the kind of day you open your car door and it just slings backwards. Yeah, you got to be very, very careful. This is when door dings happen like crazy. Right now, temperatures are in the 80s, very warm, lower 80s, even some 70s still down to the south and southeast. But look at western Oklahoma, 90s quickly turning to triple digits. Places like Mangum, Sayre, all the way back up to Sealing, Woodward, May Ranch, back up to Buffalo, 100 up to 102 degrees. That is where the air is extremely dry, and that is where conditions are very dry. That is where a drought monitor being released just today shows the extreme to exceptional drought area continuing to expand. This area is actually in a burn ban and has been for quite some time, but there is a large wildfire burning out that way. I'll show you that in a second. Humidity values across the state running 40 to 50% across green country, and then bone dry out west. Now, dry air heats up a whole lot quicker than moist air. That's why our temperatures are a little bit more manageable versus the summertime heat they're dealing with out in western Oklahoma. We have a lot more greening going on, a lot more vegetation right now in eastern Oklahoma versus the west, and that all plays a factor. Also, a dry lines moving through western Oklahoma. Southwest winds gusting at times 30 to 40 miles per hour across green country. Winds gusting 35 to 40 miles per hour. We're still seeing some of those gusts to 40 right here in the Tulsa metro. We have a wind advisory in effect for northern green country, and that is going to continue until about 1 a.m. on your Friday morning. Now, I'm just showing you the different watches and warnings going on across the country. This is a very potent system that's moving across. Those are blizzard warnings in Nebraska. Yes, those do include far northern Kansas, parts of South Dakota. Wind advisories and all the red counties are actually fire warnings, okay, because critical fire conditions right now across much of the state. Zooming in a little bit closer, I'm going to show you that fire that's burning out in western Oklahoma. Trackers are on it right now, and you can see the smoke plume on radar north of Roll along Highway 283. The smoke making its way all the way up to Tologa. Very large fire, and crews are doing all that they can, but right now that thing is burning out of control. Currently on our Osage Casino Skycam network, live look in Tulsa. Look at the Oklahoma flag waving around there, standing straight out. South winds sustained at 29 miles per hour at the airport, gusting to 38, and we're officially at 81. 85 though in Sand Springs, 81 in Broken Arrow, 81 in Claremore, 79 degrees in Coweta. Toasty, and winds gusting 30 to even 40. Look at the 41 in Bixby. So very breezy. All thanks to this. You can see it on water vapor imagery. Powerful area of low pressure and a big trough digging in. This red color that you see on water vapor is very dry air. That's going to move in behind that system. It's bringing in some cooler air as well, and that's going to impact your weekend. But I would not call this evening cool by any means. Temperatures in the 80s falling down into the 70s. Very breezy. Temperatures tonight flirting with records. Our record warm low is 69, set back in 1972, and it will be close. Highs tomorrow for your Friday, 70s and 80s. But you know the drill. Tomorrow we do have a chance for showers and storms. In the morning, I think will be our highest chance for storms for Tulsa. Scattered thunderstorms, one or two of those maybe pulse up severe, but this isn't the severe threat that we're watching for later in the evening. These will be well in advance of the dry line. In the afternoon, as the dry line marches across, highest storm chances will be well to the east, 20% chance for Tulsa. So the severe threat is still low to a moderate threat, and that moderate threat is limited to our far eastern and southeastern counties. Still a very low threat for Tulsa. I think as that dry line comes across, it'll impact some more moist air and kind of better instability for those thunderstorms, unfortunately, off to the east, where large hail, damaging winds, and a tornado or two will be possible, and our trackers will be geared up and ready to go. You're trying to plan your Friday. I think as the dry line moves across, this is where our most potent storms will be, and the timing of those, okay? So from noon to 2 is when the dry line will be moving through the lighter blue shade. From Tulsa to Muskogee, basically from 2 to 5. From 5 to 9 from Muskogee to Fort Smith, and then very late tonight down to the southeast before it all pushes into Arkansas overnight. Then, hey, turning much cooler. We keep talking about this. I know we're in the 80s, 90s, even 100s across Oklahoma. But Saturday morning, wind chills will be in the 20s and 30s. We'll talk a whole lot more about that storm timeline, how much rain we're expecting, and some more. We'll fine-tune those threats a little bit more coming up on 6 o'clock this evening. Make sure the very latest version of our News on 6 app available. We're always bringing you updates there. You can always go to newson6.com/connect and download it right there.